Thank you and welcome to Geek News Reviews The Evil Dead. Me, Philip, Mike, Dan, and Max will be doing a 3-week Evil Dead retrospective. We will review the Evil Dead series, which spawned the movies I just showed and comic books. So, we watched. The idea for this was me and Max were at Comic Con and we saw Bruce Campbell live. And it was really cool. And then Max hadn't seen the first two Evil Dead movies, so I'm like, well, we just did Star Wars. Let's do something that's supposed to be kind of the corny, cheesy, fun, not horrible in the horrible way, but in the fun way. So yeah, we are reviewing the Evil Dead, and um, we will start. Dan, you're new to our channel. Why don't you go ahead and start us off?
I love this movie. Two was my favorite, but I mean the first one always has a real. I've got a real soft spot for it. I love the direction, if not the acting. Some of the gore effects are pretty damn cheesy, but I mean, all in all, you see the beginning of Raimi's career, and it's really impressive. I mean, some of the shots that he pulls off, you don't see that in indie films at all. See, I love, just the basic plot of there's something freaky in the woods and it's gonna kill all the kids in the cabin. It's been rehashed over and over and over again. But I mean, I think it's a pretty solid place to go. It's a cool flick.
Mike, what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I'm very much in the same boat. I love the whole series of films actually, because I feel each movie, even the remake, they each appeal to me in a different way. Like depending on whatever mood I'm in, I can get down for some just Looney Tunes type fun with Army of Darkness, or maybe a nice balance between the two. The second one, this one, when I first saw it, and I didn't see it when I was really young. I kind of actually saw it around college age. It legitimately creeped me out when I first saw it. I mean, yeah, a lot of the effects are very cheesy. Some of the gore is pretty, over the top. But it's supposed to be like this kind of a splatterhouse type movie in some way, shape, or form. But there was kind of an eerie, unsettling vibe to it that I kind of dug a lot. And yeah, some of the acting's pretty corny. But when you're a bottom of the rung filmmaker, just starting out, you can't get Robert Redford right out of the gate. So you got to deal with the rookie Bruce Campbell, who was in your short film. So yeah, I dig it. I dug it. It was fun to revisit it. Just a lot of, not as funny, but definitely had a smile on my face while I was watching it.
The Evil Dead franchise is the epitome of what I would like movies to do. Like, you take a franchise that's a horror genre, and then you pluck a character out of it, and then throw him in a scenario like Army of Darkness, which is completely different than the first movie. But you keep the same character, but you just let him go on a different adventure, and that is one of the things I like about this movie. Like Mike said, no matter what mood you're in for, one of these movies can satisfy it. Whether you're in for the '80s horror film, you get the first Evil Dead. If you want a gruesome horror flick, you got the modern remake, retelling, whatever they want to call it. If you want something cheesy fun, you've got Army of Darkness, and then like Mike said, if you want the kind of the cross between the '80s horror and Army of Darkness, you've got the sequel because it kind of combines both of them. And I mean, yeah, I've watched Army of Darkness probably 4 times in the last month because it's that fun of a movie, and my stepson's really into it, so we watch it together. But yeah, it's crazy. And Max, I was just about to talk about the rape scene with the tree, so you have some thoughts on it. So we'll just go right into you.
This is the first time I ever saw the movie, so I was not prepared for the Japanese anime-style tree rape. That was right out of the gate too. They kind of just let you know that this movie is pretty effed up. I kind of liked it. I'm not really a horror fan, so it's very kind of campy '80s horror. So like you got a chick running out into the woods in her friggin' night clothes and slippers. She's just gonna go exploring in the woods, chasing some mysterious person. I mean, it's all like super. You got the one Stifler D-bag who was there, and like everything that guy said was just insulting or kind of just jerkish, and you're just like, how does this guy have friends? But yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was okay. Oh, the other thing that kind of bothered me was Bruce Campbell is a little wuss in this movie. Like, you noticed how
Not the Bruce Campbell you know.
he runs away, or he never he's got the chainsaw, right? He's about to hack his ex-girlfriend in half and into a bunch of little pieces, and then he can't do it, and he just leaves. And I'm just like, wow, man, like you just failed every test. He failed, but he lived somehow. So there's that. It was a weird movie. It was definitely a weird movie. As a not horror fan and as a person seeing it for the first time, I probably won't ever watch that movie again.
Philip?
So I actually liked it. It's probably the second time. I think it's the second time I've actually seen it uncut, because the first time I think I saw it on television. So which is very interesting. But so I actually liked it. I guess from my perspective, I actually took it way. I think he kind of made it, because if you think about it, like the '80s, especially when it came out, it was a very unique movie for the time it came out. Like, I mean, the extreme gore that it had, I guess I like the finding the Book of the Dead, right? Finding the audio tape. I mean, that was a cool individual thing that I thought that's a great idea to throw in a movie. That because obviously, for me, I grew up on Army of Darkness. I mean, I remember being like 12, and my friends, there was 2 movies you had to see: Army of Darkness and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And those were like, the movies you had to go watch. And then I watched that, and I was like, wow, I love this character. And I agree with you, Max. He's not at all that Ash, but I actually didn't mind it, because I could kind of see what he was trying to go for, that they couldn't quite get it across that he's actually, a real person stuck in the situation of, what do I do?
He's a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, never, not once ever, even after, stuff is going down. Stuff has been going down for, most of the night. You can't even do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's already gone to hell. What are you going to do? Like, no, run away. Apparently, run away is the correct answer. Cry and run away.
But it's definitely got that cheesy B movie 80s horror. But I enjoyed that. I actually don't mind that. I mean, me and Jason will watch over-the-top cheesy horror movies today. So
Over the Top is great.
Exactly.
Terrific in its own way.
Wow. Nice.
That's
a reference.
a great movie. we need to do that
A
one.
review of that one.
Yeah, after
Machismo arm wrestling.
oh man, when I turned the hat backwards, it's like a switch.
Wow. And this is like Army of Darkness. We've gone full circle. But I think I pretty much got everything across. I mean, I actually was kind of impressed with, I guess, kind of like the shots, like you all were talking about, the shots he was able to get in the movie, as well as the practical effects that he did. Like, some of them were cheesy. Some of them I was actually kind of impressed that for almost no money, everything they were able to do, I was like, wow, that's actually kind of cool. Or, that's a lot of blood, but that's still pretty good.
But yeah, I agree. Ash is a completely different character in this movie than he is in the third one and in the second one, because the second one is the start of the badass Ash that we know now. And
Well, the comedic Ash too. Like, that's when they start. Okay, we're not gonna take this as seriously as we did the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
One-liners and stuff.
Yep.
yeah.
All right, I'm looking forward to 2. Bring it on.
2 is awesome. You will like it.
Yeah, this movie currently sits at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. That means, and it had 60 reviews, so out of 60 people, 96% of them liked it. So,
Okay.
I mean,
it's better than most horror movies.
Yeah, that is. It's very good.
for the times that it came out, I was sufficiently creeped out in a couple of the spots in the movie. So I'll give it that. The movie's 40 years old, and it's still meant to kind of scare you. But and then I guess some of the film, the actual technical stuff they were doing was pretty good. You get those crazy kind of winding in shots where he kind of tilts and you feel like you're kind of an animal coming through the
Mm-hmm.
through the shot. So that was pretty cool. It wasn't all bad, but I probably won't ever have to watch that movie.
You won't have to watch it again?
No, there's no part of me that's curious. I was like, oh, what can I catch this on the second viewing? I I don't know that I can get past tree rape twice.
Well, you got part 2 coming, man.
Anybody have anything else to add to the review of Evil Dead?
Well, pretty much. Also, just you gotta admire the fact that he did this on shoestring budget, especially. You know, this being his first major film, and yeah, you can kind of pick out a lot of the Raimi tropes
The
that
car.
he'll come to be. Yep, the car. The fact that he likes to build up on your anxiety a lot, multiple different times, and then just out of nowhere give you a shock. Like I remember the reason why I watched this movie was because it was around the same time Spider-Man was coming out, and though I'd seen stuff like Darkman and Simple Plan before, I wasn't as familiar with Evil Dead stuff as most other people. So I went and saw this, before Spider-Man. And then I'm like, oh, okay, it makes sense when I went and saw Spider-Man, and every once in a while he'll just pop a quick image of Willem Dafoe going batshit. It's like, oh, well, that's where he gets it from, because he's been doing this with demons, in the past. Why not do it with Willem Dafoe?
And Spider-Man 2, he does it with the Doc Octopus, the first scene where the arms take over. That's classic.
Mm-hmm.
When
Yeah.
he's unconscious and the arms.
He's paying homage to Ash later on in the movies with that. But yeah, no, I appreciate the resourcefulness, I guess, he as a filmmaker took on for this project, and yeah, it helped propel him into bigger and better things.
Joe P. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? Thanks for joining us today, man. We love you. Says, I don't know if I can get past tree rape twice. That was an interesting moment to log on.
All right, Joe.
Nice.
Perfect time.
I mean, Joe, how many podcasts could you log into and hear that as your first line? I mean,
Well,
welcome to
and
Geek News and welcome to Max.
I gotta say, he was the pioneer of that. You never really saw anything like that before, I guess, and he went and gave it to you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Well, I think that's our review. Does anybody have anything else to add?
Go get my job.
We are going to take a short break, and we will be back live at 8:45-ish. Check our Facebook channel for the link. Good night.